Well, it's a pleasure to talk at the launch event of the Association of Brasilianists in Europe. I'm going to talk about the new CPC, but focus in a specific point, how binding precedents can reduce tax lawsuits in Brazil. I'm going to talk about 3 points: the judicial activism with free liberty to motivate decisions principle, the new Brazilian Civil Procedure Code, and show a problem, in my view, when courts decide against statute in binding precedents. First of all, I'd like to show very little, but some figures about the Brazilian judiciary case or system. Brazil is a very big country, but there's some impressive numbers, like 1 million lawyers, and astonishingly, half of the world's law scope. In our system, there's 4 levels. In the top, the Supreme Court with constitutional competence, and below it, 4 areas: justice, labor, military, electoral. I'm going to talk just about justice. It's a general subject. The other 3, labor, military, electoral, are specific areas, and justice englobes every others. Then justice is general. Supreme Court can decide about justice cases in constitutional situations. Below, there is a Supreme Court of Justice with 32 justices, with a constitutional obligation to unify federal interpretation of law. I need to highlight this information because I'm going to talk more about this court and this situation to unify federal interpretation. Below STJ, there are 32 state and regional federal courts of justice, and below, in the first instance, 1,570 first instance courthouses and tribunals. Then we have these 4 levels or 4 instances of the Brazilian judiciary. Well, in total, in the whole areas, 17,350 judges in Brazil. Well, the whole judiciary in the whole areas in 2015 started 27.3 million new cases, with almost 10% are tax enforcement. 28.5 million cases were finished. It's a good number. You can imagine that more than 1 million less than started. This number was in the past better, around 5 years ago. Let me show just another point. In 2016 started with 74 million judiciary cases in progress. This number is not so bad. In a recent past, like almost 5 years, was 85 million cases in progress, but it showed that it's difficult to judges to reduce more than 28 million cases a year, but almost 39 or 40% of them were tax enforcement. We can understand, if we take another the numbers, that tax law in Brazil are more than 50% of the judiciary cases, and I work for almost 21 years just in tax enforcement. Then I have a huge number of cases. When I was in King's College, I tried to compare Brazilian system with the United Kingdom or England system. Was absolutely difficult to me because the structure are different, the way as judges works are absolutely different. And then I decided to focus just in Supreme Courts. This is possible to do some comparison. The United Kingdom Supreme Court has 12 justices, jurisdiction over England and Wales, two countries that apply common law. Scotland and North Ireland apply civil law. In the judiciary year of 2014, they decided in 231 lawsuits. Actually, they decided the merit just for 86 cases, and in 177, court decided not to hear about that, not decide about this case, but I don't have this information in Brazil. Anyway, Brazilian Supreme Court has 11 justices, then comparative number, just applying civil law in one country, but a huge one, a big country with very cultural, historical, social, etc. difference. But in the judiciary year of 2015, court decided 110,600 lawsuits, comparing with 230. This can show us a little about why Parliament decided to take a look what is hoping or working in England or in United Kingdom.